Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone else, welcome back to another video on the channel. My name is Jacob Pearsall, and today, the Timberwolves and Spurs will battle it out for the second game in San Antonio. It's game two, and I'm very pumped, but I figure before game two, I'd like to break down some of what I saw from game one. My box score, my notes, and my recording. We're all set, dude. Let's go ahead and get into it. First thing to say about this game is that Victor Wembanyama is the greatest defender on the planet. He is just insane. He had 12 blocks in this game. So I believe it was 7 in the first half alone, and like 2 in the first 60 seconds of play. It was insane. And you saw Terrence Shannon try to get to the rim as he does with that lightning first step, but Wemby's there back-to-back times, and the flow of the offense is just so heavily disrupted when you have a guy like Wemby in the paint. It just makes it really difficult, and when Rudy Gobert is the person that he can guard, he doesn't have to guard Rudy Gobert from three. He can just sit in the paint. Gobert versus Wemby is the story of this series to me. And Anthony Edwards is the most important player for the Timberwolves, don't get me wrong. But that matchup, Gobert and Wemby, if Gobert can play well defensively and hold Wemby to a mid offensive series, the Timberwolves are in a good spot to me. And this game, Victor Wembanyama was 0 for 8 from 3. He was 5 for 9 from 2. He only took 2 free throws all game. And that's what I'm saying. When he got to the inside, it was effective. But when he had the ball, it was tough for him to get to the inside. And he didn't try to get to the inside a lot of the time. It felt like he would just settle for those threes. And again, he was 0 for 8 from 3 in this game. So I feel like that says a lot about his mentality from that game. However, going into this next one, I expect him to get downhill a lot more. I'm expecting maybe 6 threes. I'm expecting way more shots around the rim. Way more free throw attempts for Wemby in this one because he was settling too much in this last game, and it hurt them. It really hurt him. Surprisingly, in his old age, Mike Conley's eyes still work really well. He's a really smart passer. He's an high IQ player, and he hit some big threes, and he wasn't exploited defensively like he can be sometimes in this series, like he can be in previous playoffs. But in this series, they haven't been able to expose him yet. So we'll see if that continues. Seeing McDaniels get to his spots early was really good to see as well. In the mid-range, you know, where he's comfortable, those pull-ups, that's where he wants to be. Those elbow jumpers, sometimes he likes those a lot. And he was getting decent looks in this game. Defensively, when the Timberwolves are on defense, Rudy Gobert always is gravitating towards Wemby. It doesn't matter. You know, he is not leaving Wemby. That's how it seems from my perspective. He's playing very tight on him. Fox did an okay job with dribble penetration, kick out to 3-point shooters in this game, but this was a really bad De'Aaron Fox game. Looking at the stats here, 5 for 14 from the field, 0 for 4 from 3, 6 assists, but 6 turnovers as well, and the worst plus minus in the starting unit, tied for the worst on the team with Keldon Johnson, who I thought played pretty well. -13. So, really bad De'Aaron Fox game. Yeah, he looked all out of whack. He didn't look comfortable at all getting to his spots. It didn't even look like he was looking for his shot a lot of the time. And he's got to be more aggressive and more efficient, not only as a scorer, but also as a passer. You can't be having those James Harden turnover games. You're De'Aaron Fox. And Harden really can't either. I mean, the Cavs lost game 1, so. Rudy Gobert's force on the boards is so important also. Like, people don't realize how good he is as a rebounder. He's a good rebounder, and he's contesting Wemby, and Wemby is able to tip it up, trying to get another attempt, but the boards, I mean, they're swarming it, and I think they did a really good job on the boards in this game. 46 rebounds for the Timberwolves, 47 for the Spurs. It wasn't one-sided necessarily, but it was a really, really good effort by Rudy Gobert specifically, I feel like. Harper had some really good minutes in this game. He ended the game off the bench. He played 29 minutes in this one. He actually played more than Stephon Castle because of the foul out situation. But 18 points for Harper, 7 for 13 for the field. You'd like to see him make another one of those threes, maybe 1 for 4. But that's nitpicky from a guy as young as he is. Really, really good stuff from him. That's exciting to see. I thought Stephon Castle was fine in this game. Not very aggressive offensively, but that's okay. There's a lot of mouths to feed in this offense, and his strength is a defender anyways. Anthony Edwards, from the second he stepped on the court to the second the game ended, was really good. He was really, really good. And I think that's just something that cannot be overlooked. In my predictions video, I took the Timberwolves in 7 if Anthony Edwards was healthy, and although he only played like 25 minutes, he looked dang healthy. He looked great. He wasn't wincing. He was elevating at his fullest extent. He was playing with all that athleticism we know he has. So, I mean, I think that's a really, really good Anthony Edwards game, and we'll see how they ramp him up throughout this series. Naz Reid also had a really solid game in this one, 12 points, 5 for 8. The offense just looks so much better when he's the center, but the defense looks so much worse because Gobert's not on the court. But he had a plus 15, plus minus, 9 boards as well, so Naz Reid, like, gotta give him his props in this one. Bones Hyland got 12 minutes in this game, and offensively he sucked, but defensively he was decent, especially in the help, which is like the opposite for him. I don't know how that happened. Anthony may be hurt, but his instincts are not. He is still just so smart. He understands he has a feel for the game that just cannot be taught. This is Wemby's floor in the playoffs. 12 blocks, by the way. I know I'm just looking at my notes from game to game, so it's kind of going from start to finish, but man, the floor of Wemby is the best defender on the court. That's impressive, man. That speaks volumes to his valuability as a player. He was great defensively, but man, he just seemed frazzled offensively throughout this game. Didn't feel comfortable. He's going to have to do a better job of that, and I think he will do a better job of that tonight in their second matchup. McDaniels is a dog, man. Defensively, offensively, in the help defense, he is just such a phenomenal player. And I will say this, for especially the first half in this game, they were not afraid to go at Wemby, and that changed a bit throughout the game. Partially, I mean, it's the paint, man. You gotta get touches in the paint. I think Devin Vassell's a really solid player, and this one he was 5 for 11, 3 for 6 from 3, 14 points. I think he's just a spark plug shooter that any team could use. He can make some crazy shots from 3, I'll say that much. Conley, again, dude, he looked great. Conley ended the game 4 for 7 from 3. That's not going to happen every game, but shout out to Mike Conley for really bringing stability to this team. I put that Fox looked bad like 3 or 4 times in my notes. I also noticed that people like Terrence Shannon Jr. really attacked the rim when Luke Cornett was on the court and Wemby was sitting, and Luke Cornett didn't do the best job as a rim deterrent. I mean, he can be better, and we know that, so we'll see if that picks up for him throughout this series, but it really felt like, especially Terrence Shannon Jr., his game is that step, that run to the rim and lay it in. That's his game right there. And when Wemby's on the court, that's really hard to do. Okay, here's another Fox sucks. And Gobert, I gotta say, looking at his decision-making throughout this playoffs, 3 assists in this one, which isn't, like, insane, but they were all smart reads. And Rudy Gobert, I mean, like, sure, it makes me want to vomit watching him dribble, but you gotta give him his props, man. He's a huge reason Wemby didn't play great in this one as well. Keldon makes some good plays throughout this game. Nas looked pretty good throughout this game. Okay, I'm gonna read this note to you guys. Ready? Set a screen that got Wemby you stuck. Ewan no commands. Land Shannon went to hoop. I think that speaks for itself. The Timberwolves in this game were 57% from the charity stripe. That's gotta get better. They looked awful. Rudy Gobert, 1 for 5 from the free throw line. He's just got to be better. Randall in the mid-range is key in this series. He looked good on those faders and creating space, drawing fouls. He needs to keep that up. Mismatch hunt. Champagnie kept this team alive, and on a night where they could not hit the 3 ball, Champagnie was 3 for 7, Vassell 3 for 6, Castle 3 for 5. No one else was making threes in this game. There was 1 3 made outside of those players, and it was Dylan Harper. Yeah, Champagny got a good look at the end. With 6 seconds left, the Spurs elected not to take a timeout. And Champagny, I mean, he got a good look on the right wing three, just couldn't make it. And he hit some big threes for them earlier in this game. So like, it is what it is. They got a good shot. That's all you can ask. But yeah, game two tonight. I think the Spurs are gonna make it a 1-1 series, and I'm excited to see what this game has to offer. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like the content. I recorded and edited and published a film breakdown on YouTube, but it got copyrighted for the Nuggets versus Timberwolves series, so I don't know if I'll be able to do much film breakdown. If anyone knows how to get past that, please let me know. I really want to do film breakdowns on here. I just don't know if it's going to be possible with copyright. But yeah, thanks so much for watching the video. Have a great afternoon, guys. I hope you guys are going to be tuned in to the games tonight. I'm excited. All right. See ya.